I feel very fortunate to have this opportunity to work on this collection. It's an incredible collection, and to be able to do something that I'm really passionate about and interested in is a real privilege. At the same time, it's a huge responsibility. The planning of the Admonitions Scroll took, I think, actually the decision for when we would open it took several months, and then the work of deciding on the objects to display with the Admonition Scroll took place quite quickly, actually. The Admonition Scroll gallery is where the painting itself is kept on a long-term basis. So the case is made bespoke for the Admonition Scroll. It's quite unusual, yes, in the museum to have a special gallery devoted to this work, one single work. And it shows the significance of this painting, and also a recognition of its age and also its condition and cultural significance within the collection. It's also because, as painting on silk, it's a work that has, we need to consider the conditions in which it was displayed. It's very important that the environment within the gallery itself is stable, and the case is a bespoke case made for the Admonition Scroll, where the environment inside the case is also monitored and stable in terms of temperature and humidity. So there are equipment inside the case that measures the temperature and humidity, and the data is sent to the central kind of British Museum system, and there are people monitoring that for any unusual changes. So there are about 2,000 Chinese paintings in the collection. In terms of scrolls, there are about maybe around 800 of those, and that we have a very good print collection as well. And these are also from early times around the 10th century all the way to the contemporary period. So the British Museum has long-standing relationships with various museums and institutions in China. The museum also works with a number of different schemes that supports scholars from China coming to the UK. So for example, the J.S. Lee Fellowship, and also the museum has the International Training Program, which is a really important program for the museum for sharing current museum practices with a global network of museum professionals. The museum has a memorandum of understanding with a number of Chinese institutions that indicate our mutual intention to work together on different projects. I think it's particularly important nowadays, given there's a lot of conflict and misunderstanding in the world, and the museum can play its part in trying to facilitate greater understanding and mutual admiration. I think that's very important.